Hey guys, Tyriel here. So it's finally here and we're talking about something that I'm waiting from pretty long, and we're talking about the HP Reverb. This is the high-end VR headset from HP. It's not the first VR headset that they make. Actually, they reviewed one long time ago, and I really loved that one. The look was just amazing, but it was like a mid-tier VR headset. Instead, here they're aiming for the high-end market and the business market with the headset with the highest resolution yet, 2160 by 2160 each eye in a FOV. Is around 114 degrees, so very similar to all the other VR headset. This has a new design that is completely different from the first generation. They ditched the Halo style and they went for like a similar Rift design, when the Rift actually went for a similar HP design. So it's pretty interesting, but without further ado, let's get inside the box. Let's see what's inside here and let's see how it works and my first impressions so far of this high-end, super top of the line resolution VR headset. Let's get into it. Okay, and here we are with the HP Reverb. As I said, the HP Reverb has a very high resolution. It's gonna be the highest resolution yet that we have, at least for the FOV, because we have the Pimax 8K that has a higher resolution. But these aim to be very interesting because we have a RGB pixel arrangement and we finally work in native resolution instead of just an upscaling like it was happening with the Pimax 8K. So very interesting to see. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. There's nothing, of course. There's always something in the middle. And okay, this is gonna be complicated to do. So here we are. We don't see the reverb yet. There are some manuals. Everything seems like thrown there, like in a weird way. But anyway, we're not interested in that. We are probably not interested in that. And I'm really interested what's down here. Battery, anyway, for the controllers. This is getting like a weird unboxing because I don't have space for the box. But let's start to take stuff out. We have the cable, should be a 4 meters cable. We have the proprietary adapter because we have a little thing like it was on the original HP Reverb, and here we have USB and display ports like the other Windows Mixed Reality headset. The 2 controllers, but let's take this part out. And it's still covered, our HP Reverb. We don't have that sweet view yet. So let's take out these controllers. These are still the original controllers of Windows Mixed Reality. I'm gonna take everything out of the box because this is a little too big. And let's do like this. Nothing else. So we have battery, cable, and the controllers and some manuals. Let's put over here our HP Reverb. Let's take out our controller. I mean, should I? I already have the one from the Lenovo Explorer. They're exactly the same. But the good thing about this headset is gonna have integrated Bluetooth. So this should be paired already out of the box. We're gonna see it during the setup, but that's how it should be. And I feel like more manufacturers, they should go in that way because it makes so much easier to just start to play, start to use VR without having to go through all the Bluetooth options that are like always freaking horrible. So here we are, the 2 controllers, just another look. We already know these from all the other VR headsets from Microsoft or from their partners. But this is the important moment. Let's stop waiting and let's do it. And 3, 2, 1. Another box. What the heck? Okay. And here we are with the HP Reverb with a weird box on top to actually protect the lenses. So actually a smart thing. Look at this. This is so small. Like this is smaller than expected. And here we have it. This style that is very similar to the first Oculus Rift. I actually really like it. It's very light. We have integrated audio out of the box. That's very good because we saw other manufacturers actually going in different directions. They just tilt up like it was happening on the original Rift, and they go up and down. Then we have the strap on the side and this part on the back for the crane, to cup the crane, and of course the strap on top. The face cushion is removable, and we have here the cable adapter with the proprietary part. And they did the same thing that I was complaining about the first version, the fact that the adapter is here, so it's gonna be pretty heavy for sure, and it's gonna take out the balance. Also, we have the jack over here, so you can connect your headphones if you want to use those instead, and you just unplug these that are removable, of course. Let's get there, look at it. Here we have plastic, here we have this fabric with the two cameras for the tracking, because being Windows Mixed Reality, all the tracking is inside, is an inside out tracking headset. And well, that's it. These lenses are completely different from the usual. From Windows Mixed Reality is the new design and should give a little more FOV. Those are Fresnel lenses but we don't have any IPD adjustment. Double microphone, this rubber part for the nose. With the first version they were very good, it was blocking all the light, so I hope it's gonna be the same. And yeah, I feel like we just have to give it a try. In the box anyway, we have the HP Reverb. We have the two controllers, left and right. Here we have the batteries for the controllers, and we have the cable with, and it's actually nice to have it, a DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. I actually don't use it because I usually use USB Type-C, so we're gonna see if that is gonna work as well as an adapter. So without further ado, let's move to the PC and let's try to power up this bad guy. And here we are, guys, with the HP Reverb. I'm using it from a while now, not so long anyway. This is gonna be, of course, a first impression video. It's not gonna be a review. For the review is gonna come after we go through all the different stuff. Like, I know that you guys are really interested in the Through the Lenses video, and of course we're gonna do it soon. I just need to finish the Valve Index review first, and of course we're gonna compare it to the Valve Index. This is kind of the closest in resolution, and well, the third one, let me know which one would you like to see compare it to, because let me know in the comment below and we're gonna make it happen. But anyway, talking about this headset, I have to say that I'm impressed. The first impression was actually, well, this is clear. There's a lot of clarity in this screen. The resolution is very high. It's 2160 by 2160, so you really perceive it. But there are some problems. I noticed right away some Mura, so like the brightness is not the same in all the levels of the screen. There are actually some bands, and you can see it like clearly when there's in the white. I hope like the Through the Lenses video that I'm doing right now will show it. If not, well, you have to trust me. There are some lines going on. I don't know if it's my unit or something that is well known, but well, this is the situation right now. Colors reproduction seems good, but the clarity is just amazing. Like, this resolution is just really where we want it to be. 90 Hz, so it's actually pretty smooth and didn't see any ghosting. This is an LCD display, by the way, fast switching, and yeah, impressed from the first impression, but always with some, you know, not everything perfect. Talking about the headset itself, it feels very nice. It's very light. It's plastic at the end of the day, but is refined with this little plate on the front in fabric, and these little details on the back. Well, they make it a little more premium, and that's why and where they're actually aiming with this headset. The comfort is nice, very similar to the first Oculus Rift. Actually a little better, because this part on the back really cup really well your crane. And a thing that I really love is the fact that inside, like the first generation, is so freaking dark. Like, there's no like bleeding at all. So when you are in VR, you are in VR, and that's it. You have the pass-through also with the two cameras that are for the tracking and for the tracking of the controllers. When they light up, over here, yeah, the camera is gonna see them and it's gonna relate them in space like we saw on all the other Windows Mixed Reality headset anyway. Doesn't change anything, the cameras are the same, position the same, the controllers are the same, still the old generation. Well, we were hoping that they were changing something, instead they went for it. Another little thing that I noticed right away is the cable. They did the same error that they did with the first generation. This part here is a little heavy and just bringing down the headset on the side when you wear it. A thing that you can do to fix it is actually to clip it on the back. Is nothing like so big to do, but well, why they didn't do that in the first place? It's like they didn't learn yet. One thing anyway why you have this connection, because HP is also making VR backpacks. So if you use a VR backpack, so you don't use the 4 meters cable that you have included, but you can just use a smaller cable that arrives to the backpack and then to use like at home if you have one, even if they're very rare and expensive, or you know, in different like arcades where they're using it. Very interesting headset. By the way, this retails for $649, so it's not super cheap. Everything is included, so you have also the controllers and of course the tracking, because it doesn't need external sensors. That's put it in the premium line for VR headset. The resolution is for sure super nice, but not having an IPD adjustment is kind of a bummer. Well, I'm gonna keep using it for sure because I wanna learn more and see if it's actually worth having it for this price or not, or if you should go directly for the Valve Index, or if you could get Pimax or just the Rift S. Another thing about the screen is actually you see a little the edges and not super nice, but the FOV is actually a little bigger than usual, so it's nice to see, and for sure bigger than first generation that was very, very narrow. Anyway guys, next video is gonna be probably the Valve Index review, so be sure to check it because it's gonna be very interesting. And well, for now, let's put this in standby a second. We're gonna see the through the lenses soon, so subscribe for that if you didn't already. And what I think about it, well, for now, it's interesting. What is gonna be for next time? Well, I'm gonna let you know. But yeah, anyway guys, for now, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech. And of course, all the future coverage of this guy over here. And I see you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.